What's up, Bears Nation? This is the Bears News Fan Report. If you live and breathe football like we do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because here you don't miss a thing about our beloved Chicago Bears. Now buckle up, because today's video is packed with breaking news, controversy, and of course a whole lot of passion for the team we love. Have you ever felt like something big is about to change? Like that moment when the tide turns and everyone can feel something special in the air? That's exactly how Chicago feels right now. While many are just expecting another average draft, the city is buzzing with one name, Trevion Henderson. And no, this isn't a Madden simulation. It's the hot new rumor in NFL.com's mock draft, placing the explosive Ohio State running back in the Bears' arms with a 10th overall pick. Insane or genius? While everyone was talking about protecting Caleb Williams with O-line help or beefing up the defense with an edge rusher, Maurice Jones-Drew dropped this bomb, comparing Henderson to none other than Jahmyr Gibbs. The idea? Create a deadly ground game with DeAndre Swift and Henderson together, confusing defenses and opening up the field for our QB to shine. But hold on a second. Is he really worth a top 10 pick? Don't get me wrong, the kid's talent is obvious. But what about draft value? Fans are divided, and for good reason. The draft is as much about strategy as it is about talent. Maybe, just maybe, he'd still be on the board later on, and we could snag some extra picks too. Speaking of moves, check this out. The Bears might have their eyes on Bryce Huff, the edge rusher from the Eagles. A trade for a 2026 fifth-round pick. Sounds like a steal, considering he had 10 sacks in a season with the Jets. It all depends if he can return to that form. If he does, our defense gains some serious bite. But that's not all. GM Ryan Poles is plugging holes with pieces that might surprise us. Miles Boykin, Shaun Wade, and wait for it, Case Keenum. Yes, that Case Keenum. The veteran who might be the perfect mentor for Caleb Williams, having played in a similar system back in college. This isn't just about having a backup, it's about walking wisdom. At the end of the day, this all points to one thing. The Bears are finally trying to build a complete team, not just with stars, but with support, culture, and long-term vision. And that could be the game changer. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think of these moves? Is Trevion Henderson the right name to revolutionize our run game? Does Bryce Huff deserve a shot at redemption in Chicago? And what about Keenum? Just a tutor or the pillar that'll speed up Caleb's development? If you enjoyed this video and want to keep up with every step of the Bears rebuild, subscribe to the Bears News Fan Report, smash that like button, and share with your fellow blue and orange blooded fans. He knows what it's like to come in cold during a game, how to handle fan pressure, and above all, he understands what Caleb is going to face in his rookie year with the NFL's hungriest franchise. It's not a stretch to say that Keenum could be Caleb's mental shield when the pocket collapses, when the media turns up the heat, or when a game slips away in the final drive. And honestly, guys, this signing screams intelligence. It's not just about insurance in case something happens to Caleb. It's about building culture, preparing the ground for our guy to shine. Keenum will be that voice in the locker room, reviewing film, chatting between drives. He's that guy who's seen it all and still shows up ready to help. That's gold in a young locker room. Let's look at the bigger picture. This Bears offseason is far from dull. It's aggressive, bold, and clearly focused on giving Caleb Williams everything he needs to explode in 2025. Offensive line still needs work. Edge rusher? Maybe we get Huff. Backfield. It could become a nightmare for rivals if Trevion Henderson really joins. And now, with Keenum on the bench, even the backup QB spot has a solid plan. So the big question, Bears Nation, is all this enough to dream of the playoffs right away? Or are we stacking talent without a true fit yet? I'm excited but cautious. The hype is real and deserved, but the NFL punishes hard when expectations don't become results. Now, tell me, Henderson in the top 10, Huff for a fifth-rounder, Keenum as a mentor. Is this all part of a genius plan, or just another chapter in the never-ending rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Bears Nation. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the offseason, smash that like button, share it with your fellow fans, and stay tuned, because the next bombshell could drop at any moment. Bear down, and see you next time. As a Bears fan, I'll tell you straight from the heart and eyes on the future. This offseason feels different. There's something in there. For the first time in a long while, it feels like the franchise is thinking like a big-time team, like a team that wants to compete now. And that gets to us, doesn't it? About Trevion Henderson at number 10. I'll admit my first instinct was skepticism. A running back that high in the draft? In 2025? But then you pause, breathe, and imagine this guy lined up next to DeAndre Swift, stretching the field, giving Caleb more options. It could be special. Risky? Definitely. But sometimes to climb out of the hole, you've got to take bold swings. Bryce Huff? For a fifth-rounder? My God, make that trade now. We need that guy who brings fear, who makes the opposing QB think twice before throwing. He had a monster year with the Jets, and if he fits into our defensive scheme, he could be the pass rusher we've been begging for since. I don't know Khalil Mack. Now, Case Keenum. This might be the most underrated move of the offseason, in my opinion. It's not flashy, it's not a headline, but it's maturity. It's knowing that Caleb needs more than just talent. He needs support. And having a veteran who knows the system, who understands the mental chess of the NFL, is invaluable. Seriously. In short, my feeling is hope with both feet on the ground. I don't want to fall for empty hype, but I also don't want to stop dreaming. And if all these moves click the way they could, we might be looking at the season that changed everything. And do you get that nervous excitement when you think about what's coming? The season starts now, and you don't want to miss a thing.